Yes people, welcome back to the channel. Today we're in Manchester, England, and we're in the suburb of Chorlton, known as Chorlton Cum Hardy. And this exact point I'm at now used to be known as the Four Banks, and I'm sure it still is, but this interchange here used to have 4 banks. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now the only bank left is NatWest. The other ones have gone into a coffee shop. This is a textile floor place. But yeah, this is a landmark point in Chorlton. So today we're just going to take a walk around Chorlton, see what's going on, end up in the park. Let's go. We've got the Royal Oak pub there. I reckon that's seen some events in its day. And do you know what? It seems to be a common thing in Britain. There's like, you have the same name for pubs all over. So this is the Royal Oak, but there's probably several Royal Oaks just in Manchester. So I've been coming to Chorlton for about 11 years, at least once a week, to visit an organic grocery shop called the Unicorn. It's another staple in the community here. A lot of people go there. So on this video I'm going to go in there, get a little bit of shopping, and I'll show you what it's like in there. I love the place. It can be a little bit expensive, but things to do with your health always are, aren't they? You know how it is, buying garbage is super cheap. Anything that's worth it for your health, it normally costs a few quid, but if you can afford it, it's an investment in it, because I like to think the only investment that's guaranteed to pay off is the investment that you put into your health. But that's me. So ever since I've been coming here, it's always been like a bit of a bougie place. There's like a lot of like hippie sort of people live here. Organic food, craft ale, nice little bohemian bars and cafes, you know, that kind of stuff. I just usually come here, get me shopping from the Unicorn and just leave, but today we're going to do a proper walk around. But I did used to come here as a kid with my grandma and my mum, because my auntie used to live in Chorlton Green. She had a house there and we used to go and visit her. My auntie Jean, God bless her. And now we're approaching the Wetherspoons. And do you know what? It's got it's pretty decent. Got some decent architecture on this one. It's not just a standard shithole. But yeah, as you can see, British love of Wetherspoons. Right, again, to all my British viewers, this is going to seem silly, but to anyone not from England that has never seen, this is like an old school phone box. Not a really old school one, but these are the ones that I grew up with, and you don't really see them anymore. Hello. When we were kids, yeah, we'd come here and we'd just ring the police. We'd ring 999 and go, hello, and we'd just put it down. But yeah, that's what we done when we were kids. Because obviously it's a phone box, you have to put money in it, but you could always ring the emergency services for free. And I'm not recommending anyone to do that, and I know that's a stupid thing to do, but you know, when you're 9 years old and you got nothing else to do, you just go to a phone box and ring 3 numbers. And I'm sure there's some people watching this video that has been in a phone box and called 3 numbers. So if you have, let me know that I'm not a weirdo on my own with that one. I know anyway. So now we're outside the library. And these phone boxes, you don't really get them anymore. They've took them down. Where I'm from, you don't really get these phone boxes, but yeah, this is the library, the public library. What a nice building it is, really. I've never been in there though. Never been in there. Something else I've never done. Never been on one of these bikes. Never been on one of these bikes. Hold your phone to unlock. You must just tap it, you know, when you just tap with your phone. But I never rented one of these. I've got a bike, but would be interesting to have a go for the video just to see if I can get it going with my phone. So this area, this is like the centre of Chorlton. I think all like the houses and stuff around there, they're worth quite a bit of money, do you know what I mean? But then Chorlton also does have like council estates, you know, where people are living, struggling, all that carry on, poverty. That's around here also, yeah. Anyway, this is the beer house. Just little cafes and bars in it. Everyone's out on a Sunday. And this is like a little Asian grocery shop, fruit and veg. I do come here sometimes to get some bits because that Unicorn only gets organic stuff. These have always got like, these get stuff where it's like out of season, imported and whatever else. Theirs is imported as well from Unicorn, but they give it the, they don't fly any product. I don't know, it's all like eco shipping over there, so if it's not like, if you can't import it here eco-friendly, they don't get it, so sometimes you can't get things, so I'll go in there. But yeah, these are all in from the past couple of years, these bike lanes. You see this place, Lily's Deli, yeah? I can vouch for the samosas from there. The samosas that this place makes, 10 out of 10. They sell them in the Unicorn from there, and these have also got like an Indian restaurant in Ashton. 10 out of 10. Right, this is the Unicorn. This place has been a staple in my life, thank God, for a few years now. See, I'm just a normal guy doing my shopping on a Sunday afternoon, just doing a YouTube video right in the mix of it. I'm gonna dump this stuff in the car and get back to the tour. Check the size of that for a pub, the Spread Eagle. And as I said before, I know there's many Spread Eagles in Manchester. Don't know why they call them all the same name. Maybe someone can fill us in. Why did they name all the pubs the same names, you know what I mean? Why don't they think of something original? Like there's a million Black Swan Inns. That's called Lloyd and Platt. I've never heard of that one before. But yeah, this is Wilbraham Road in Chorlton. Nice little bars and that. People are having a drink and a dinner outside. I did used to go to one of these cafes over there. I can't remember what it was called. It's changed hands a few times. I get the feeling around here it's a bit like it's like a liberal area, a bit of like Greenpeace. I can imagine a lot of people around here vote for the Green Party and stuff. Maybe I'm just stereotyping, but I think we know. Food bank here, and what that means is people that haven't got enough money to buy their own food will come here and rather get free food, or they'll pay like a small donation for like food that's a lot cheaper, like almost free, but with a small donation. I don't know how this one runs, but yeah, food banks in England in 2025. When I was in Africa just now, I had to explain to people that this was even a thing, because obviously a lot of people thought that everybody was rich in England, and when I actually explained to them, no, some people can't even afford to eat, bro. It's 2025, some people work a full-time job and have to come to a food bank, and that's actually the reality of England today. And that's that one. This place is another 10 out of 10 gaff. It's shut because it's a Sunday, but absolutely beautiful raw cheese in there. And then sometimes I come to this fish shop out of the blue, and I just get 6 oysters and just bam 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 do 6 oysters in while I'm out and about. That's back down there where the 4 banks is, but we're going to take a walk down to Beach Road now. Not been on there for ages, but just like loads of bars and pubs and Chorlton Walkabout 2025 Manchester. I don't know what this area is called in Chorlton, but it's nice. The horse and jockey. There must be about 1 million horse and jockeys in Manchester as well. Right, so I do know where we are. We're coming onto Beach Road. Right, this is Beach Road then, the famous Beach Road. Trevor Arms.
আর আমার ইও কিনতে আছে যেটা হাই বুট জর্ডান কিনতে আছে
Yeah, so it's nice round here, isn't it? Little co-op. That looks interesting, whatever that is. Bar San Juan. Is that Spanish? Is that a Spanish place? So what, someone fill us in, guys. Let me know in the comments. You know I like when you ask you guys to let me know in the comments about things, innit? I don't even know if I've ever walked down this road completely. I've been to a little cafe on here years ago called the I'm sure it was called the, what's it called? The Laundrette. Yeah, I think it's just up here now, actually, the Laundrette. There it is, the Laundrette. 10 years young, how about that? Well, that would have been about 10 years ago when I come here as well. I probably just come just after they opened then, 'cause it was about 10 years ago when I went in there. The people behind me were saying the place looks good, but it's like just mid-food. And I think I can vouch for that. I don't remember it being anything special. Otherwise you would have been back, do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a nice little park here. I'm sure my auntie used to live over there in one of these houses. I can't remember which one it was, or even if it was this area, but yeah. Not going to walk all the way through the park. We'll go to Merseybank now, yeah? We'll go and check out one of the council estates in Chorlton. The Merseybank estate. Let's go. Looks like a Tudor thing, doesn't it? Again, I've never been here. Oh, it's a cemetery. I'd say what's in here. I've just walked into a cemetery. We might even go and check out Southern Cemetery. Huge cemetery here. But it's actually in Chorlton. Massive. I've got family in there. We're just walking over gravestones. It's mad. Sorry, mate. It's another little pub, Green Hotel. Loads of nice pubs and bars in Chorlton, man. Do you know what else is common to see around Chorlton? Like old camper vans like this, just parked up. Some of them have been there for years. Because like I said, we've like got a little hippie community here, and you know, hippies love camper vans. Ivory Green, never even seen this place. And while we're here, do you know what else is a British staple? These knocking about everywhere. How about I nearly put diesel in the car? Wow, imagine I was just going to put diesel in it instead of petrol. That would have been a bad day. So this behind me is the Parkway. It runs from South Manchester all the way into the centre of town. And this right here is the start of the Merseybank estate. I just read this now. This is like a little garden space that the council have donated to the community. Said they renovated it, so they planted trees and whatever else for people to enjoy. It's nice though, it looks good. I remember when there was nothing here. So this is Merseybank Avenue, just a random council estate in Manchester, but it so happens to be in Chorlton, and that's where we are today. Seems quite nice round here. I've never walked these streets before, but looks alright to me. It's a Sunday innit, so it's quiet. I don't know if on a Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon the streets are any busier, but for reference it's a Sunday afternoon. Everyone's probably inside eating a Sunday dinner. Keep walking all the way down here, we get to Chorlton Water Park, and that's where we're on the way to. Just like a beautiful park with a big lake in the middle of it. Yeah, Chorlton Water Park, I've been going there for years. Used to go and walk my dog before she passed, God bless her. But yeah, Chorlton Water Park, man, it's beautiful. We're going to get there in a minute. We're coming up to Merseybank shops here. These do look a little bit moody like, but oh, that's nice garden with the swans on the gate posts. You smell something nice burning in the air. Smell of sweet Manchester. Yeah, look. Here's another sign for a food bank. So as you can see all over Manchester there's advertising for food banks, man. Because people are struggling. Like I said, in other countries they wouldn't think that in England there's people working full-time jobs and still struggling to feed their families, but yep. Still problems like that in a first world country in 2025. This place only sells alcohol after 10 AM on a Sunday. But on a Saturday you can get your beers at 9:30. Someone's got their 90s bangers on in there. Bet that was a good chicken shop back in the day. AFC. A little bit like KFC but with an A in it. Well, it is quiet though, isn't it? I didn't expect the streets to be this quiet around here. What's that? Oh, the more youth zone. Right. Must be a youth club with apartments above it or something. Chorlton massive, yeah? Yes, people, we're at Chorlton Water Park now. Just approaching the main gates, but let me show you this place. This is like a little cafe in the park from Tibetan Kitchen. They've also got like a restaurant. Well, it's not in Chorlton, it's in Whalley Range, but when this is open, it's belting. Good food, good price. Tibetan Kitchen. Anyone from Manchester, yeah? If you've not been to Tibetan Kitchen, get down there. It's one of the best scrans for value, yeah? And down there you got a camper van. I don't know if it's a camper van or a caravan, but like I said, Chorlton has that kind of stuff going on. Yeah. Welcome to Chorlton Water Park. I've never seen a lake with all that green stuff in it before. Don't know where it is, but we're gonna find out. Guy over there with his shoes off, love to see it. Need to get mine off soon.
This one is really beautiful as well, the middle one. This is silver. The necks are so beautiful, you know, the thingy one.
Yeah, just some ducks being fed bread. Sure they love white bread, them ducks. Proper natural food for a minute. So this is Chorlton Water Park, that's the lake. There's pretty much a path that goes all the way around in a big loop. And it's nice. People come here for their exercise, go jogging, walk the dog. All of these standard things.
Right.
Well, we've made it to the end of the video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this tour around Chorlton, Manchester. And if you have, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I'll catch you on the next video.